Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to pop on here and kind of explain what I'll be expecting from Craigys ENT appointment. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a whole video on basically this series that I'm trying to start about my son's speech delay and hearing loss or potential hearing loss. So if you're interested in kind of following along on this journey, then definitely go check out my last video and definitely subscribe to my channel and put the notification bell on, because I will be posting a couple of videos in the next few weeks pertaining to his speech delay and hopefully a prognosis and some type of treatment plan. So what we know now is that he does have some type of hearing loss. We just don't know what is causing the hearing loss. And we also know that he has a speech delay, and we are blaming the speech delay on the hearing loss for the time being. My mind is kind of everywhere right now, so I kind of get these thoughts where, you know, what if we go there and he doesn't have a hearing problem, but he does, because that's what the machine told us at the doctor. So am I expecting him to have bad hearing loss? I don't know. I don't know what kind of hearing loss he has. The doctor couldn't tell me that. The machine can't explain why they're not hearing I don't know what goes through their ears. It's some type of like frequency wave. So, they can't explain it. The machine can't explain it. So we have to go to the specialist and find out what's going on. And I don't know what I'm expecting. That's the problem. I don't know what to expect. I am hoping that it's nothing too serious, like I had talked about in my last video, but we won't really know until we talk to the specialist. Now, I wanted to also make a little video about his speech now. I wanted to kind of throw in a couple of clips of me just having like a simple conversation with him, playing with him in his room, and just what he says on a normal basis. It's just a couple of things. It's nothing like, I didn't record all day. I just recorded a few times after he got home from school. So, yeah. And so I'm going to throw in these clips right here. You guys can watch them, and then afterwards I will talk about them. So here we go. You want me to take a picture?
Yeah.
Which car? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You broke it?
You broke it? We could fix it. Gotta push it in. There we go.
Oh, see that. We have one?
What is that one? What's that?
It's a truck.
It's a truck?
Yeah.
Do you know what color it is?
Yes, Mommy.
It's green.
That's green.
Right.
Oh. How green.
What do you need help with?
Me help.
Here, you gotta lift this up. There you go.
G. Here.
Thank you. Oh, I dropped that one.
Here.
Thank you. So I wanted to talk about a few things pertaining to his actual speech and his pronunciations. So basically, as you can see in the clips, I'm sure many of you wouldn't have known what he said if I hadn't put captions for certain things. For the and I was kind of thinking about not putting captions because I feel like I can hear him clearly, and I feel like those were things that maybe some other people could probably hear, but just in case I put them anyway. Just like some people can understand certain accents and some people can't. I just kind of put that in there. So, as you could see, kind of he mixes his speech up, not like mixes it up like says certain things instead of other things. He says certain sounds instead of other sounds. Like sometimes he'll say a B instead of a D and vice versa. And a lot of sounds he actually can't make yet. So like F is hard for him. B, Z, he says it as a D. Probably because it's hard for him to hear the difference in the sounds, and he watches your mouth a lot. So when you say D and when you say Z, your mouth isn't making any like kind of different movements, so he kind of thinks that that's the same sound. Yeah, so he does make the same sounds for certain letters and stuff, but what I mean by mixing up his speech is he literally sometimes he doesn't have pauses in between his words, so he kind of just says everything that he says in a big word, in one big word, because he doesn't differentiate the sounds in between each word. So a lot of times when there's a U in the middle of his sentence, he will mix it with the first sound that he made. I had to move spots because my phone is dying and I just want to like continue filming this video. So when he says, the first time he said, "Here you go," that was fine, even though it does sound like one big word. And then the second time he said, "There you go," but he said, "There you go," instead of "There you go." So even though he's still attempting to say all of those words, he isn't pronouncing each sound correctly. So although he does talk, he's pronouncing certain things incorrectly, or he just skips a full pronunciation to like fully all the way. So he doesn't take breaks in between his words a lot, and he doesn't pronunciate correctly. So those are like the two major things that we've seen in his speech that hasn't changed. Although he has, since he's been in school especially, has gained a lot of new vocabulary, he has not changed the way that he pronounces things. So sometimes he'll skip out on like a first or a last sound in a word. So with his own name, he can say the first part of his name, but sometimes he doesn't finish it, so he doesn't say the G part. So he'll say Cray instead of Craig. But it also depends on like, it really depends, 'cause he says it different every time. So that's why it's been hard for us to actually figure out that he has a hearing loss of some sort, because his speech is so varied. It varies every day, and the two things that have stayed the same is what I mentioned already, and well, now we know why. So I just wanted to throw this in there quick because obviously I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow at his ENT appointment, but hopefully they'll be able to tell us, give a diagnosis, like a full diagnosis, and then we'll go from there. So if you want to, see what happens at his ENT appointment and you want to follow along our journey after that, definitely make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can see when I post new videos. I will be posting a lot in the next few weeks. things about his speech. I'm going to be doing some more speech therapy like things at home. I'm going to probably have a meeting with his teacher and a speech therapist so that they can tell me things that I can do with him at home to help his speech after he has been treated for his hearing loss, whether that is a hearing aid or tubes or anything like I talked about in my last video. So yeah, tomorrow is the ENT appointment, and I will try to have the video up the night of, but it is in the afternoon and we have to go to New York for it. If you don't know that, if you haven't watched any of my other videos, we live in New Jersey, so New York is like an hour and a half away, and we have to go to Manhattan, so I will try to have it up that night, but depending on the news that we receive and his treatment plan and everything like that, I'm not sure if I will be editing that night or not. So hopefully you guys can understand, but I will try to have it up by Friday the latest. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it maybe cleared up some type of any like confusion or questions that you had about his speech or his hearing loss or my feelings about the situation. So yeah, definitely make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.